Mikel Arteta makes Viktor Gyokeres'S admission after slow start. The summer signing has struggled against the better teams in the Premier League. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta admitted he loved Viktor Gyokeres's performance at Newcastle despite the striker failing to get on the scoresheet. The Gunners' summer signing has endured a steady but testing introduction to life in the Premier League, scoring 3 goals in his first 8 matches since joining from Sporting Lisbon. Gyokeres was handed another start at St. James' Park on Sunday in place of the injured Kai Havertz, but found himself up against a typically aggressive Newcastle defense. The Swede battled tirelessly, linking play and occupying defenders, but could not find the breakthrough as Arsenal were edged out in a physical contest. Arteta, however, insisted the striker's contribution was far greater than the scoreline suggested, praising his mentality, resilience, and involvement in key attacking moments. "I loved it," Arteta said. "I absolutely loved how he took it. He went on board, not a single moment when he's showing frustration. I told him you're going to get some decisions, some others not. Stand up, you're going to have 2 or 3 players around you in many moments. The ball is in the air and a lot is going to happen." But I loved his reaction. I loved the way he handled the situation emotionally, and as well because he was involved in a lot of dangerous moments that he created. He was very much involved in them. It's a pity that he didn't score a goal at the end, because in my opinion, he fully deserved it. Since Havertz suffered a knee injury in August, Gyokeres has become Arsenal's main focal point in attack, starting all but one of their games across competitions. While he has not yet produced consistently against the league's top sides, Arteta believes the 26-year-old has shown the character and qualities needed to adapt. In a really natural and organic way, I would say. The Arsenal boss continued. "He's a really confident boy. His work ethic is incredible. The demands that he puts on himself every single day. It's a joy to work with him. He gives so much to the team, and the ceiling is very, very high with what he can still give. So, I am very happy with him." With Havertz not expected back until later this year, Gyokeres is set for an extended run in the starting 11. Arteta and his staff believe that the goals will come once the striker adjusts fully to the tempo of the Premier League, pointing to his intelligent movement, physical strength, and ability to create chances out of little space. For now, the Swede may not yet be lighting up the score sheets, but his manager is in no doubt that Arsenal have a player who will become increasingly influential as the season unfolds. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Nick Woltmade said he refused to accept an apology from Arsenal match winner Gabriel Magalhaes for an elbow in my face during Newcastle's 2-1 defeat against the Gunners at St. James' Park. Woltmade, Newcastle's £65 million, $87 million, club record signing from VfB Stuttgart earlier this month, had put Eddie Howe's team into the lead with a 34th-minute header, marking his first Premier League goal in front of the home fans. The German forward's powerful finish gave Newcastle early momentum in a heated contest that quickly turned physical. Arsenal defender Gabriel claimed he had been pushed by Woltmade in the build-up to the goal, and the 2 players continued to exchange words after the restart. Tensions boiled over when television cameras appeared to capture Gabriel striking Woltmade in the face with his arm during an off-the-ball tussle, an incident that went unpunished by both the on-field officials and VAR. Woltmade, still visibly frustrated after the match, told Sky Sports that he rejected Gabriel's apology, insisting the defender's actions were deliberate. "After the goal, there was a situation. I felt his elbow in my face in 2 meters, so his arm has to be really high," Woltmade explained. "I don't know. I just said it to the referee that I felt something in the face, and I think it's not right to feel something in the face. But I'm not the type of player to fall down for this. It's hard because sometimes maybe you have to do this, but this is not my type of football." He said sorry after, "So I think he knew he hit me in my face. It didn't solve the situation, to be honest. I don't like this. If you do some things in game and then a few seconds later you say sorry, that's not part of the game. I like the situation where you can have a good battle, but his elbow should not be in my face." The incident overshadowed what was otherwise a dramatic contest. Gabriel later went on to score the decisive goal for Arsenal, heading in from a late corner to secure 3 points for Mikel Arteta's side, who maintained their unbeaten run in the league. When asked for his view of the clash between Gabriel and Woltmade, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta insisted that he did not see the incident, choosing instead to focus on his team's resilience and ability to come from behind. The Premier League could yet review the footage, but as it stands, Gabriel has escaped any punishment, leaving Newcastle and Wolt made to reflect on a frustrating night that ended in controversy. Marcus Rashford sends new message to Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. Marcus Rashford continued his fine form for Barcelona after joining the La Liga leaders on loan from Man United in the summer transfer window. Marcus Rashford sent yet another reminder of his qualities to Manchester United this weekend. While Ruben Amorim's side were required to wallow in another Premier League defeat, the Barcelona loanee continued his promising start to life in Spain. Rashford helped the Catalan side come from behind at the Luis Companys Olympic Stadium as they overcame Real Sociedad after the visitors took the lead through Alvaro Odriozola after 31 minutes. The 27-year-old England international stepped up to show his ability from a dead ball and found Jules Kounde from a corner to level the scores shortly before halftime. Teenage sensation Lamine Yamal went on to offer an assist for veteran striker Robert Lewandowski as Barcelona went to the top of La Liga and now lead rivals Real Madrid by a single point. Rashford's assist was his third of the season, bringing his total goal involvements for the term to 5. The Carrington product has the joint most goal involvements across all competitions for his new side, matching Ferran Torres and Rafinha following his latest effort. United's new forward line of Matheus Cunha, Brian Buemo, and Benjamin Sesko has managed just 3 goal involvements so far. The latter netted his first goal in United colours in the defeat to Brentford, with Amorim's side barely averaging a goal per game once again. Following his latest success with Barca, Rashford took to Instagram and said, "Huge 3 points. Let's keep pushing." And it appears the England international has retained some interest at United. Fellow Bomb Squad member Tyrell Malacia liked the post, as did forward Joshua Zirkzee. Midfielder Donny van de Beek, who also currently plies his trade in La Liga in Catalonia, but with Girona, also liked Rashford's post. Following Barcelona's win, coach Hansi Flick revealed, "We practice dead ball situations a lot, and it's really important to have this strength. We are very happy with how it is going. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe." Get him gone. 6 reasons Man United must sack Ruben Amorim amid catastrophic reign riddled with errors and mismanagement. Ruben Amorim claimed after Manchester United's defeat at Brentford that he is never worried about losing his job, and that is just as well, because, sooner or later, he is going to get his marching orders at Old Trafford. The results speak for themselves. His team have lost 17 of their 33 Premier League matches, while winning just 9 times. If you want to find a United coach with a worse win percentage in the league, you have to go back to before the Second World War. While United's fan base is far more supportive of coaches than at most other top clubs, patience with Amorim is running thin. After the limp surrender at the Gtech Stadium, social media was awash with calls for the Portuguese to be sacked. The pundit class were also baffled as to how the Portuguese could continue to struggle on with results as bad as they are. You look at it, and he only has a win percentage of 1% more than Graham Potter, who has been sacked. How is he still in the job? Asked Martin Keown on the BBC. "We can talk about the owners backing him, but ultimately it's just not working," said Micah Richards. "I don't see where Manchester United go with this unless they change manager," added Ashley Williams. They are not the only ones. Goal lays out 6 reasons why United need to end the Amorim experiment right now. 1. He refuses to change. Amorim insists on his 3-4-3 formation, proudly declaring from the start that there is no second way. Even with a full preseason and regular training sessions, his players have failed to adapt, and poor results continue to pile up. Rather than adjusting to his squad's strengths, Amorim has made his stubbornness his trademark, famously claiming not even the Pope could change his mind. As defeats mount, he resembles a captain steering straight into an iceberg, leaving United with the stark choice he himself has outlined. If the club want change, they must get rid of him. 2. Alienating top players. Casemiro's suspension against Chelsea left Amorim choosing between Kobbie Mainoo and Manuel Ugarte, but once again he overlooked the gifted academy product for the less technical Uruguayan. Amorim has never trusted Mainoo, whose style doesn't fit his rigid system, prompting the youngster to request a loan move late in the window. The fact he asked for a loan rather than a permanent exit shows he still wants a future at United, just not under Amorim. Mainu isn't alone. Rashford was forced out, Garnacho followed, and even Højlund was discarded despite his willingness to fight for a place. Unless United acts soon, Amorim risks driving out even more talent. 3. No momentum. Ahead of the Brentford game, Amorim stressed all week that United needed to build momentum after beating Chelsea, with a chance to secure back-to-back league wins for the first time since May 2024. He admitted it was the main theme in training. We need the sense of urgency to win, no matter what. Yet the message failed to land. United's inability to string together consecutive victories in over a year highlights their deeper problems. Without momentum, there is little chance of climbing the table, securing European football, or achieving lasting improvement. 4. Basic mistakes. Amorim insists his system is not the issue, and at times he has a point. Goalkeeper errors from Onana and Bayender, Maguire's mistakes against Brentford and City, or Bruno's missed penalties cannot be pinned on tactics. Still, these costly lapses keep happening under his watch, and he must take responsibility. It's frustrating, Amorim admitted. We worked on these situations during the week, but in games the players are not the same. That's the pressure of the club. Pressure may explain some of it, but it is the manager's role to help players cope. On that front, Amorim is falling short. 5. The results speak for themselves. The Brentford defeat left Amorim with just 34 points from 33 league games, an average of 1.03 per match. Over a full season, that projects to 39 points, the same total that saw Blackpool and Birmingham relegated in 2010-11, the year United won the title. While today's survival threshold is lower and relegation may be unlikely, United would still spend most of the season looking over their shoulder. Fans once sang Amorim would turn the Reds around, but City supporters now taunt that the Reds are going down. Unless United act soon and replace their manager, that mockery could edge closer to the truth. 6. Negative comments, negative atmosphere. Amorim may not be the first manager to struggle at United, but he stands out as one of the most negative in the post-Ferguson era, not tactically, but in rhetoric. After an optimistic first press conference, it took only weeks for him to label his players the worst team in the history of Manchester United following a loss to Brighton. Since then, his criticism has consistently chipped away at morale rather than inspiring improvement. Though his press conferences are engaging, his words have weighed his squad down. After the shock Grimsby defeat, he hinted at walking away, saying, "Something has to change, and you cannot change 22 players," and admitted he even considered leaving in February. More recently, however, he has insisted he won't resign. That leaves United with one path if they want to restore belief and positivity. They must remove him themselves. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Real Madrid return for Ibrahima Konate after facing William Saliba rejection as Liverpool contract nears expiry. After primary target William Saliba agreed a new long-term deal at Arsenal, Real have reportedly turned their attention back to Ibrahim Konate. The Liverpool defender's contract expires next summer, fitting Madrid's strategy of focusing on free transfers, but there is said to be internal debate at the club over the move. Madrid looks to fix defense. Madrid are monitoring Konate with a view to signing him as a free agent in 2026, according to a report from ESPN. The Spanish Giants have reportedly turned their attention to the France international after their primary defensive target, Saliba, agreed a new long-term contract with Arsenal. Madrid's defensive plans hit by Saliba extension. Saliba, 24, was reportedly Madrid's top target to bolster their defense next summer, with the club having planned to make a move for him in the summer of 2026, when he would have had just 1 year remaining on his previous contract. Saliba's decision to sign a 5-year extension has forced Madrid to pivot to other options on their shortlist. However, Konate emerges as free transfer option. With his contract at Anfield set to expire in June 2026, Konate has emerged as the ideal alternative. A move for the 26-year-old would align with the club's recent successful strategy of acquiring high-profile players on free transfers, which has previously seen them land Trent Alexander-Arnold, Antonio Rudiger, and David Alaba. However, the report suggests there is not unanimous agreement within the Madrid hierarchy over a move for Konate. with some internal debate taking place over the Liverpool defender's suitability. Real Madrid's search for a top-tier central defender is part of their forward planning for 2026, as the club anticipates that Alaba will depart when his contract expires, while Rudiger has also been linked with a lucrative move to Saudi Arabia. The leadership at Valdebebas is keen to avoid being caught short at the back, especially given the physical demands of competing on multiple fronts. While Konate is now being seriously considered, Leipzig's Castello Lakiba is another name on Madrid's list of targets. Both players are admired not only for their defensive solidity, but also for their ability to play out from the back, an increasingly important requirement in Carlo Ancelotti's system. The club will continue to monitor Konate's situation at Liverpool closely, aware that prizing him away from Anfield could be complicated. At the same time, Lakiba's profile as a young and still developing defender makes him an attractive option for Madrid's long-term project. The current defensive group, which includes Eder Militao and recent signing Dean Huijsen, provides stability, but there is an acceptance within the board that reinforcements are needed to maintain depth and quality. Injuries to key defenders in recent seasons have exposed Madrid's vulnerability, reinforcing the importance of securing a reliable successor before Alaba and Rudiger move on. Ultimately, the club's recruitment strategy will balance proven experience with youthful potential, as Madrid seek to ensure their backline remains as formidable as their attacking options in the years ahead. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.